Well, hello, my name is Jim Royal. I am a huge Beatles and Elvis Presley fan and basically classic rock in general. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my video channel. At the end, if you could do a thumbs up, that's always most appreciated. And feel free to leave comments. I always enjoy reading them and I try to do my best to respond in a timely manner. Today what I wanted to do is I just wanted to talk about a new Paul McCartney album that's coming out here. It's supposed to be released on December 18th of 2020. It's called McCartney III. And basically what it is, it's Paul McCartney during this lockdown period earlier in the year. He was trapped at home like many of us were. And what Paul McCartney decided to do was create music. Okay? He has a passion for it. He loves it. He says he had no idea this was going to turn into an album. So what he did is he recorded about 25 songs, and he said that when he was doing the album that the primary instrument that he was using, he used that and then he would layer other instruments on there. So in essence, it's all Paul McCartney. There's no one else on it. Just like, you know, McCartney II, all right, from 40 years ago. And by coincidence, here we are, you know, 1980, 2020. So I thought that was really cool. So Paul McCartney is giving us more music. And I'm saying, let's be thankful for this. All right? We haven't had to wait. We're only waiting a little over 2 years. Egypt stationed from 2018 to now 2020. With the prior studio albums now, we had to wait 5 years. All right? So I'm very thankful for this. And I've been seeing on YouTube that there is some criticism coming from really big fans and in the vinyl community, the Beatle community, about Paul McCartney and how, you know, they're just saying, oh, you know, he has these different versions that are coming out. You have different colored vinyl that is coming out from different outlets, and you know, Target has their own edition, Spotify, and you know, they're limited, and people are feeling, oh, I've got to buy this, and I've got to get this one, and get this for the collection. I understand, okay? I'm a big Beatle fan, Paul McCartney fan, like many of you are. But what I do is I pick and choose. And I remember there was a video that Fit to be Tie-Dyed Paul, who has an excellent channel here on YouTube, I'd highly recommend it. He was talking about Flaming Pie, for example, months back, and there was a regular version, and then there was multiple boxes and stuff, and he was just saying, you know, you don't have to buy everything. And I, you know, basically am saying the same thing. You know, it's out there for you. If you want it, fine, and it's not necessary that you have it. So, you know, people are complaining that this is just a big cash grab, that there are so many different versions of this. You know, the standard album apparently is going to have 11 songs, even though I believe he's recorded up to 25. And I do remember seeing an interview, or hearing an interview rather, they were saying, oh, is there going to be a Paul McCartney IV? You know, what are you doing with those extra songs? And he was just kind of laughing it off. I think what's going to happen is what appears to be happening. Some of these songs are going to be, of the 25, or going on these limited editions, you know, CDs that are coming out, or vinyl, or whatever. I don't know all of this stuff, but I can tell you that, you know, people out there, some people are complaining about it, some people are whining, oh, you know, you know, just all of this money we have to spend. Wait a minute, you don't have to spend anything. You don't even have to buy this new album if you don't want to. And I know as a fan, yeah, you might feel you have to do something. And then there's even, with the production delay, well, they said that his album originally, McCartney III, was going to come out December 11th, and now it's been delayed a week to December 18th. Okay, and people are saying, oh, this is just more of a clever marketing from his company, him and his company, his record company, to get more hype for the record. I don't know. I don't think so. You know, many of us were in a lockdown, and I don't know what's going on in Europe right now. But, you know, factories, you know, were closed, okay? So, you know, and, you know, what's happening right now, things are getting a little worse at the moment. So, you know, we're all dealing with this. This is all, you know, just new to us, and it's like, okay, it's happening again. So I don't know. My point is I wanted to make this video just to say, be thankful. Be thankful that Paul McCartney is still with us, all right? On December 8th, 2020, John Lennon will have been gone for 40 years, okay? And it's just sad. It's sad not to have John Lennon around. But Paul McCartney has been around the whole time. Paul McCartney, in my opinion, has been putting out wonderful music. And Paul McCartney is still relevant. I mean, Paul McCartney was on the cover of Rolling Stone with Taylor Swift recently. I'm like, wow, she also recorded an album during this lockdown period. So I am just so thankful, and I'm just telling you, yeah, you can whine about the fact that, Paul McCartney has all of these versions available. Paul McCartney said, I'm a capitalist, okay? But he tries to do things right. Like, I'll give you one example with Flaming Pie. Okay, Flaming Pie had this version on CD. Now, I bought the vinyl version, and I bought this. This was a 2-disc, which was very reasonable. It was priced like a single CD. What you got is you got the remastered album. This came out earlier in the year, the Paul McCartney Archive Collection. So you got the remastered disc completely on one side, and on the second side you got a bunch of home recordings. You got some unavailable B-sides, and you got some in-studio sessions, which I thought was cool. Or you could have spent, $200 and get the bigger box, or you could have spent close to $600 and bought the even bigger. But to me, the majority of what I was looking for was on here. So Paul McCartney made it fair. He gave us options, and that's the whole point. And he's giving us options for McCartney III. All right? So I'm just saying, be thankful. Be thankful that Paul McCartney is still with us. If there's anything that has happened during this time with this virus, is the fact that he was also involved in a lockdown earlier in the year. He wasn't performing, and he decided to do what he enjoys doing the most, and that's creating music. And I just wanted to say I am so hyped about McCartney III. I know some people are like, oh, I'm already tired of it. I'm excited by it. When McCartney II came out 40 years ago, I was just a kid. I didn't even know it came out. I heard the song coming up on the radio, and I thought, yeah, that's a cool song. I didn't know that he had done all the music himself. I mean, this is exciting. This man is still relevant. He's 78 years old, and we're still talking about him. I can go to the grocery store or the mall, and I still hear the song "Come On to Me," from Egypt Station, and I'm just like, wow, this guy is just as relevant, this 78-year-old man, as a 20-something musician that's putting out music today. And I mean that, and you know that. Everybody knows who Paul McCartney is. So, at this time of Thanksgiving here in North America, I'm just saying we have a lot to be thankful for. We have a lot. This man is still alive. Ringo Starr is still alive. They're still putting out great music. Paul is. Hopefully Ringo will continue. If he's not going to do studio albums anymore, maybe he'll continue to do, EPs. But the fact is that Paul is still giving us new music. And then people complain about his voice. Oh, his voice isn't the way it was. Yeah, that's right. It's not the way it was 10 years ago or 20 years ago. But I tell you, I really think that this album, Egypt Station, is still relevant. And in fact, this album got to #1 largely because of the fan base and all of the variations that he had for it. When that came out, what did I do for this? Okay, so I didn't buy all the colored vinyl out there. Okay, I bought the regular version, Egypt Station. Okay, I bought the regular version on vinyl. Then there was the 2-track exclusive, the 2 additional songs from Target that I bought. I opted not to spend $300 on the big suitcase. It was limited, kind of hard to get, limited quantities, that had additional songs on it and some, cool Paul McCartney, promo material. But I waited, and, sure enough, this came out. And this was a 2-disc set. You get the album again, you get the Target songs, you get some songs that were recorded during the sessions released as a single, you got live performances, and you also got those additional songs on that expensive suitcase thing. So my whole point is be thankful. Stop whining, stop complaining. Be thankful that Paul McCartney is still alive and Paul McCartney is still giving us great music. I haven't heard anything off this album, but I'm sure it's going to be good. And I'm just so excited that we have new Paul McCartney album that's coming out. We haven't had to wait 5 years, you know, and there's a lot to be thankful for. So I wanted just to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody that celebrates it, and be thankful for McCartney III. Thanks for watching my video. Take care. Bye.